Hello,
Okay, so
everyone. Hola. My name is Maya Ford. I'm the principal and founder of Ford Momentum. And also, I've written a book called Nigeria is for the Nimble. And I am here with the fabulous president of Lagos Business School's OMP Class 36. His name is Peter Ejiofor. And Peter is also the CEO of Ethnos Cyber, a cybersecurity firm based out of Africa, Nigeria. I'm going to let him talk all about it. Peter, thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today. I'm excited to see you and sad that I'm not right next to you making jokes.
thank you very much, Maya. This is a great opportunity, and I'm very thankful to you that you made the choice of having me to speak about you um, as part of your book. So I
Thank
consider
you.
this an honor and
Thank
a
you.
privilege, and I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
When I saw you in the class, and somehow we just quickly connected, and I think everybody connected with everybody in the class. It was amazing how we didn't know each other and we connected with each other. And I think that's part of what Lagos Business School does. And at the end of the class, the engagement and relationship continued even after the class. That's amazing. One of the high points of I guess all business schools, but with particular reference to Lagos Business School. So when you showed up in class, it was more like a sunshine, you know, and everybody took notice of you because you kind of brought some measure of authenticity and connection that some of us were looking for. Coming from outside of Nigeria and then coming to study in Nigeria and not seeing yourself like a stranger in the community of everybody else is a Nigerian. You became a sister, you became a friend, you became a confidant, you became a team member, and then you were very involved and contributed in the material content of the learning process. And he gave us, for some of us, he gave us confidence that somebody could trust our environment, somebody could want to learn about our culture and see how our culture can enhance to scale his or her operation outside of the country because of the nature of your business. So that
Mhm.
was a lot of value that you brought into the process. But again, learning alongside with you um, demonstrated you actually showed very high IQ. Permit me to say that you exhibited extreme intelligence, and that almost made some of us a bit wanting to know more about who you are and where you're coming from. You didn't waste time to show that you knew what you wanted. You didn't waste time to show that you were there for a purpose. You had a goal, you had an objective in mind, and that was expressed in every language and every communication and every body language, in the process. And I think that for some reason, the school also provided the opportunity to express that. And then you were able to feel free to learn from everybody, and then also give us view of what the market is outside.
Yeah.
How the other countries were looking at us culturally, our business values, our economic and political impacts to business relationships.
Yep.
And so we had the opportunity to compare. We had this. I'm not sure how much this is available in other classes, because you brought a different perspective and a different culture, and then you were able to bring some kind of blend between these two cultures and produced result, or produced a roadmap for yourself to enable you drive your business effectively, because now you have been able to compare two cultures and you can make a sense of what is the difference and what are the similarities, and how can you leverage all of this cultural blend to impact positively on how you communicate your business and how you acquire customers and how you bring further value into the delivery of the content and the services that you owe them.
This is brilliant. This is a brilliant observation. Thank you. I'm humbled primarily because it was my intention to come to Lagos Business School to learn without any type of concern of my identity. So in the United States, we're competitive, we have great learning opportunities, we value learning, but I always felt a sense of those elements with my Blackness. And what I learned in Nigeria is that the concept of racism or colorism in that sense doesn't exist. And so it was a really rewarding opportunity to come and talk about real issues in these ways, comparative of markets outside of comparative of only one's ethnic identity. So you all made that very comfortable for me, and I had such fun. I'm a curious person by nature. I'm nosy. And so it was really a huge opportunity, and my eyes, my spirit, my heart, everything was wide open because it's not a normal opportunity to be able to be deeply embedded with people who are so far away from you with such different experiences and such broad experiences. All of you were just remarkable, from the sciences to IT and tech to design and arts to medicine. It was a remarkable opportunity to be amongst so many vertical markets that I wouldn't have had access to in a normal, you're right, in my normal US environment. So I think that one element is a great observation, that the diversity of perspective was something abnormal. And that's somewhat what my book is about, is getting people to start to ask those types of questions so that they can pursue them in ways that are comfortable for them. I wanted to know about what made you choose Lagos Business School specifically for executive learning.
I think I'd pointed to that earlier, but let me just emphasize again. As I said, I thought that Lagos Business School was the best in the country for executive education. I had thought that I had seen that a lot of the leaders in the sector, in the vertical market of the Nigerian private sector business, had passed through the Lagos Business School. And so I thought that the network will be great, the connection will be great, but there must be content that has endeared these people to constantly want to go back there. So I should be I want to see what they had offered these people, and I want to see what they can offer to me. So I think that I consider them the best in the country, and I felt that they would have the content that will improve me after learning. So that was why I went there, and I think I gained much more than that.
Mm-hmm. How did you apply what you've been learning in your own business?
When I came back, the learning experience gave me the further confidence that I needed to take certain bold steps. Like I recognized that first I had to realign process and procedure in the work. I have to recognize that I could really scale the business and don't have to build the business around me, but I'm a participant in the business. So the business has now been expanded to accommodate several other people, so that we can all participate and grow the vision and grow the objective of the business. And so now I have process that are documented. They were not quite there; they were in my head earlier, but now I have to hire people who could help me bring it out of my head and then document it. Then I have a process of testing those processes and procedures to check if they are right or wrong. Then I can take lesson learned to improve in the next step of scaling the business. So Lagos Business School have helped me to with the ability to apply these principles of creating procedures, processes, testing them, and then growing with them.
Mm-hmm. That requires also some interesting components about agility. I learned, one of the reasons I chose the OMP program specifically was because I have a model that we use in communications and engagement for my business. And I thought that I was ready to scale it globally. But what I learned after our near year at Lagos Business Schools that I wasn't ready to scale. So I was glad that I took that 7 months out to kind of learn what the variables and the nuances are to then be able to determine what I needed to do. So I, like yourself, like I moved from being a business, this Maya Ford is the business, into a company that has better procedures, more direct goals, more specific asks, and making it measurable to be able to identify if we're actually meeting that for continuous improvement. Then I get there and chaos abound happens in the United States. So, what have you learned about needing to be more agile, or how do you manage chaos like that in your new tasks, that in your new skills that you've just learned? How's that working for you?
Something that I think I missed out was the fact that I didn't even think I didn't even consider scaling to the African market. I didn't even, it even, the thought didn't even cross my mind of providing services or having presence or having um, growing actively to other markets. But it was at Lagos Business School that I realized that that was possible because I could see everybody was doing. I mean, a lot of people were doing that, and I thought I could try. So after LBS, we've now registered our company in East Africa, in Kenya, and we are looking at other markets also. So Lagos Business helped to broaden my horizon and then provide me that confidence that I need, that I also am currently using to try some new things,
Mm-hmm.
and then try them systematically such that when I try one, I use the lesson learned from them to try another. So that's part of some of the things that I gained from LBS.
Stair steps,
Yeah,
building blocks.
yeah. So yeah, what was the question again
Yeah,
before?
about how are you managing that
The
level of
chaos.
agility? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that because some of the lesson learning that I got there was to bring some bit of order into the work. So I have implemented some bit of what I call order, some bit of process that runs itself, and so I'm able to engage with the chaos. I'm able um, to respond to the what's the term now? Unpredictability of the market and the challenges that are thrown back to us, because I have processes and I have people that I can assign things to, okay, and be able to manage the teams to perform those tasks. So I don't have to be involved in everything, but I'm involved in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I've been out of the country for about 3 months now, and the work is running, and everybody is running the task. I get people ask me, now that you've been out of the country, how are you managing? And I'm thinking, what am I managing? Everybody's doing their work. What is
Mm-hmm.
going on? I don't have to be physically present for the work to happen because there are processes that are running themselves. I don't
This
get
is
to know a lot of things
position.
that other people are doing because I've had to build trust in people and then give them tasks, and then I can monitor to ensure that those tasks. I have a mechanism of monitoring to ensure those tasks are being carried out, and we are assessing and then reviewing their performances. So the key performance results are clear, communicated, and people now take People are able to take responsibility, accountable, and so we have provided some bit of line of sight, across these things, and the work is moving on. So, regardless of how chaotic these things can look, somehow we are able to navigate because there are processes that help us to navigate through the chaotic responses of the market
This is
dynamic.
a good place to be. I'm so happy to hear it. Talk to me about you've had some major accomplishments since we have been in class together. Of course, we completed. That was a big deal. You took on adding to your business, making sure that you've got the right boards in place, setting up these processes. You also were really bold into moving into other nations on the continent in Africa, which is profound. And you've taken on other educational pursuits. So, what is your advice to other professionals for experiential learning or executive learning? And talk to me a little bit about your new educational pursuit.
Okay, so the educational pursuit is something that I consider strategic because now we want to enter into other markets. And so I was looking for a faster way of this, cultural engagements. And so I found out that there's a program in Harvard that is African market executive education, and that brings together people, and then the content is focused on African market development. So I thought I'll need to use that to learn from some of the good and experienced um, faculty, as well as learning with people from other African markets, so
Mm-hmm.
that can give me some bit of understanding, relationship, and then the kind of knowledge capital required to penetrate those markets. So that's the goal for the Harvard Business School educational pursuit: gain more knowledge, gain entry into the other markets that's outside
Congratulations.
strategy,
Congratulations to Harvard for having you. This is
strategically.
a
Yeah,
strategic, smart move. I'm
yeah.
very happy to know this. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So, for my advice for entrepreneurs and people wanting to get into the business, I think that it'll be good for people to try to learn um, about um, about how to run enterprise. Um, Knowledge is key to improvement. Knowledge is key to building the resilience required
Mm-hmm.
um, to be able to engage effectively as an entrepreneur. And so knowledge is well, and then you have to be strategic to determine where are you going to get the knowledge, and of what use would that knowledge be to you, and then of course have a goal in mind. What do you want to accomplish, so that it's easy for you to stay focused?
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Two is it. I would advise that people try to listen to those who have been there before, and try to see what content that you can take from them to add to what you already know. And then if you have an opportunity to take employment, or to have an opportunity to learn from people, so you could have some kind of hands-on experience, it will reduce your pressure, it will reduce your errors, and then it will help you with some basic foundational content that you require to get into your business. But I believe that in the end, you need to think about, if you're going into entrepreneurship, you need to think about, how can I stay sustainable how can I build sustainably for today, tomorrow, and the future?
Mm-hmm.
If your quest is just to make money and satisfy yourself, well, that's a different ball game. But if it's to build an enterprise that will outlive you, it's also a different approach. So you think about today, tomorrow, and then the future, and that can help you fit in the blocks that is required to build a strong foundation that can withstand the test of time and be resilient to survive the different chaotic nature of that business brings along the way. It's a tough journey, but I don't think I could have been doing anything else. This is my life.
Same. It requires that you're nimble. And this is a shameless plug for Nigeria is for the Nimble. I
Yeah.
think that Peter has really done a brilliant job of explaining and just showing you in 10 minutes how Nigerians are nimble, but also the thought processes, the intention, and the character that goes behind that. Peter Ejiofor is the CEO of Ethnos Cyber, and you can learn more about Ethnos Cyber at ethnoscyber.com. And he is also our illustrious and very well trusted president of OMP, which is the Owner Management Program Class 36. Lagos Business School for me was a safe space to be able to explore my natural components of curiosity, but it provided so much more than that in the desire to identify and be authentic with learning culture. In a million years, I could have never called these 29 people and said, "Hey, I'm Maya. I want to come to Nigeria and shadow you for 7 months." And they would have just hung up the phone on me. They're busy people, they're very kind people, but I don't think that they would have made time. And so I think that this time was remarkable for me, and I'm so grateful. Also, I'd like to make sure that um, we continue to bring this forward. Peter and I have both continued to look for other educational experiences. My strategy is very similar to Peter's in that organizations who focus and specialize in learning, in executive learning, are really well set up and well established to receive persons like us who are busy, focused, have direct intention. Lagos Business School did that with such amazing precision. And so visit Lagos Business School at lbs.edu.ng for more learning for executive programs. Also, we have a US chapter, and I talk about this a lot in my book, Nigeria is for the Nimble. And of course, you can always check me out at mayaford.me. Peter, thank you so much, my brother. I'm so happy to see you. I can't wait to hug you and the family when I'm back in Nigeria.
Same here. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much for providing safe landing space for a lot of LBS alumni members. You've done that seamlessly. You've done that stress-free. I don't know how you do that, but we're truly grateful to you. We're honored to have you as one of us. You are more than a family. You're more than a friend. You're a family. You're a sister.
Amen.
You brought a lot of love and sunshine into the class, and we truly appreciate that. And for giving me the opportunity to speak to your audience in your book. I don't know. I hope that what I have said would um, has made some sense and will be valuable to you as a writer and valuable to your readers. So
Amen.
again, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, Maya. I love you dearly, and I look forward to seeing you in April. I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you, Peter. I can't wait for the book to come out. I pray that my Niger, I'm the favorite Niger representative.
You are the ambassador. You're the
I am
authentic
the
ambassador.
ambassador. I love it so much.
Authentic ambassador extraordinaire.
I love it. I wouldn't want to be any other ambassador. And so this has been exciting. I hope to always serve our vision and our work well.
All right.
Ciao. Have a wonderful day, everyone.
You too.
Get the
Cheers.
book. Nigeria is for the Nimble.
I will. Trust me.
Okay.
All right then. Cheers. Bye bye.
Okay.